share my story. My name is Sarah Kin. I am from Somalia. I'm gonna share with you my story. I born the city they call Warare. I grow up at the jungle. I used to live with my mom and my sisters. My father, he was outside of the country, but he was visiting on and off. And I never had an education. I did not go to school. I didn't have a chance to go to school. I did not have a chance to go to Quran. I was just watching the goat since I was turned 40 years old. And one day, it was early in the morning, my father called me when I was watching the goat. And he told me, I am married, you are married already, and you have a husband, and I choose for your husband, and you have to know next month or next week, you live in this area, and you go into capital of Somalia, Mogadishu. At that time was a civil war back home. People was hitting each other. People was killing each other. It was a terrible time. It was a tough time. And when my father told me that, I did not say anything because I'm just a child. And I only say, okay. That's all I say to my father. After that, I ran away from home. I was gone a couple of days, walking, sitting down, going, walking, stopping. I was so trusting, no water, no food, no nothing. I was just keep walking. It was like really, really tough time for me at that time. And then I was coming to a small city, and it was a water. It looked like a swimming pool, but it was a water. And I was taking, like a stick, and I was playing with the water like this. And my mother, she coming out of nowhere, out of the blue. She coming behind me. She was looking for me the whole time. And then I look, and it's my mom. And she said, get up. And I cannot say anything. And I stand up, and I look to the left, and I see my brother. And he was holding a stick. And I said, okay. So my mother and my brother picked me up, and I come back to my home. And at that time, couple of weeks, at that time it was in a civil war back home, so the men cannot go to city. So he said to his sister, which is my sister-in-law, go to that city and pick her up. And she came, and she picked me up, and me and my mother, we go together. And it was a very, very, very tough time at that time. And she dropped us off in my uncle's house. And my uncle's house was a girl. She was in the house, and then she was a very wonderful girl. And she teach me, for everything, how to clean up myself, how to cook, and how to do things. And I never meet my husband. I never seen before. He was the older guy. He was older than me. I was 14, and he was around 65 years old. And they say, oh, today he's going to come and visit you. That's the first time we see each other. And he come around 5 o'clock, and they cook a very nice tea, very good sweet things to give it to him. And then I was like really, really, really inside. I was like really burning inside. I ran to the room, and I stay in the room, and I called my mother, and I said, please stay with me. So until he leave, stay with me. And my mother first, she said, it's okay. He's with his cousin though, so they're gonna tell you hello and he's gonna leave. But my heart was like jumping. I cannot handle myself anymore. So I was called down to my mom,